Hi everyone, it's Sandy and welcome to the start of my Reading Rush vlog. The Reading Rush is formerly known as Booktubeathon and it's basically a week-long readathon. For more information regarding the Reading Rush, I will leave information to that down below in the description box. I did want to film a TBR video, but I just never had the chance to do it, so I'm just going to insert my TBR at the beginning of this Reading Rush vlog. Honestly, I'm not ready for the Reading Rush. I thought it was actually going to be next week, starting on July 29th, but then I realized that it was actually this upcoming week, and I was just like, oh shit, I don't even know what I want to read yet. So here I am, very last minute with my TBR. To be honest, I'm very pessimistic about the Reading Rush and the amount of reading that I will accomplish because this summer I'm actually working full-time. I have like a 9-to-5 job. I usually get home around 6 p.m. but since my parents are currently out of town, they've been out of town for a couple weeks now because they went back to Vietnam for vacation and I've been home alone with my brother, so there's just a lot of household chores that I need to do. And I do work at a youth program, so by the time I get home, I'm just completely drained and exhausted, and the last thing that I want to be doing is reading. So I don't know how much reading I'll get done. Today is July 21st and I've only read 2 books this month, and one of the books I finished like a couple days ago. So I don't know how much reading I'll actually get done during the Reading Rush, but I am going to try to do some reading before I go to bed every night, even though I may not be in the mood. There are 7 challenges in the Reading Rush and I tried to double up on as many challenges as I could. First challenge is to read a book with purple on the cover, and for that challenge I'm going to be choosing Written in the Stars by Aisha Saeed. This book will also fulfill the challenge of reading an author's debut book. I've had this book on my TBR for a really long time, so I'm definitely hoping that I can get to it during the Reading Rush. This book follows Naila, who is the daughter of conservative immigrant parents from Pakistan. Her parents have forbidden her from dating anyone because they want to arrange a marriage for her. However, one day she ends up falling for this boy and she gets caught. Her parents are really angry at her and they end up taking her to Pakistan, where they arrange a marriage for her, and the story goes from there. This book is pretty short. It's under 300 pages, so hopefully I can finish this during the Reading Rush. The next book on my TBR is Mooncakes by Wendy Xu and Suzanne Walker. This is actually a graphic novel and it will be completing 2 challenges, and the first one is to read a book in the same spot the entire time. But I'm definitely not going to have a problem with that challenge because I essentially read on my bed for all of the books that I read, and since this is a graphic novel, I'll most likely read through it pretty quickly and be done with that challenge. And the second challenge that this graphic novel will complete is to read a book with a non-human main character. One of the main characters in here is actually a werewolf. This is a story about love and demons and family and witchcraft, and it follows our main character Nova, who knows a lot about magic. She works at her grandmother's bookshop, and one day she encounters her childhood crush Tam, who is actually a werewolf. Tam is trying to battle a horse demon in the forest, and they turn to Nova for help. Both of these characters are Chinese American. Nova is hard of hearing and Tam is also non-binary. I'm super excited about this and I can't wait to read it. And the last book on my TBR is Ghosts of the Shadow Market by Cassandra Clare, Sarah Rees Brennan, Maureen Johnson, Kelly Link, and Robin Wasserman. This is a novella bind-up of 10 short stories that follow Brother Zachariah. This book will also be completing 2 challenges, and the first one is to read a book with 5 or more words in the title, and this one has exactly 5 words. And the second challenge that this book will be completing is to read a book that you meant to read last year. 8 of the 10 short stories came out in 2018, and I did want to read all of these short stories prior to Queen of Air and Darkness, which came out at the end of 2018, but I just didn't get around to reading them because I didn't want to buy each individual novella. I did read the 6th, 7th, and 8th novella, but I didn't read the first 5, and then there were 2 new novellas that were added to this collection. So a lot of these novellas I did want to read in 2018, I just didn't get around to doing it yet, but I'm going to be doing it now. And I'm also going to try to buddy read this with Trin from Transformers, since she's my parabatai, and we try to buddy read as much Shadowhunter books as we can. I'm excited to be back in the Shadowhunter world, especially since we're going to be following Brother Zachariah. The only challenge that I will not be completing is to read and watch a book to movie adaptation. This is a challenge that has been in every single Booktubeathon, I believe. I always dislike this challenge because I don't have access to a lot of the book to movie adaptations that I have not seen yet. And for a lot of the book to movie adaptations that have been released, I've already read the book and I don't want to reread the book and then watch the movie, if that makes sense. I'd rather just watch the movie. So these are the 3 books on my TBR. If you've read any of these books, let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and I will talk to you all tomorrow, which is the first day of the Reading Rush. Good morning everyone. So today is now Monday. It is the first day of the Reading Rush and it's about like 7:45, and I'm actually about to head out for work because I need to stop by the post office. In case you didn't know, I do have a Depop shop, so if you're interested in checking out that shop, I will have a link to it down below. As soon as I get home and settle down, I'm going to be picking up Mooncakes by Wendy Xu and Suzanne Walker. So I'm going to head out now and I'll talk to y'all later. It's about 6 p.m. I just got home and I'm so exhausted. It's been a really long day. On my way home, I did stop by the library because one of my holds was available to check out, and that was After I Do by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I actually finished one of her other books yesterday, which was One True Love. I've just been in a TGR mood, so I picked this one up. This book is a little bit beat up. The cover is kind of falling apart. I honestly have no idea what this book is about. I do like to go into this author's books without really knowing much about it. Definitely look forward to reading it, and hopefully I can pick it up sometime soon. Right now, I need to feed my dad's fishes. He's out of town for one more week, so I'm in charge of taking care of the fishes and feeding them and making sure they survive. So I'm going to go do that, and then I'm going to have dinner because I am starving. It's finally time to get some reading done. I've already eaten dinner, I've taken a shower, and right now I'm eating some strawberry tiramisu that I made, and it doesn't look very appetizing, but I promise it's very good. I made this last night and I was so excited to eat it when I got home today, and I'm just going to snack on this a little bit while I read Mooncakes by Wendy Xu and Suzanne Walker. This is an advanced reader copy that I got at Book Expo, and while I'm grateful to have an arc, it is kind of sad that only chapter 1 is in color. A majority of the arc isn't, so that's a little bit sad, but I understand that it's an arc and arcs aren't meant to be a complete finished copy. So I'm going to start this and let you all know what I think of it soon. Oh my god. So I'm looking at this panel over here, and Nova's holding this book, and it's literally the astonishing color of After. Look at that. That's awesome. I really love that. I'm trying to see what the other books are, but I can't really tell. So it seems that one of our main characters, Nova, has 2 grandmas, and her grandmas are in a relationship, I believe. It's not explicitly stated yet, but it seems that way. And when I did film my TBR, I mentioned that the love interest Tam is non-binary. One of Nova's grandma ends up accidentally misgendering them, and they correct the grandma, and the grandma acknowledges her mistake. She says she's sorry, and that's it. I really like seeing how she was very accepting of it, and she didn't even question it. So Nova has a friend named Tatiana, and I already love her. I love their interactions so far. It's sort of like a type of banter, but it's also really funny, and I love it. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing more of Tatiana in the book. So it's almost 9 p.m. and I finally managed to finish Mooncakes, and this was just so wholesome and cute. I think I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed it. There really wasn't much that I disliked about the story. I really love the art, and even though a majority of this graphic novel arc wasn't colored in, I have a feeling that the final copy is going to be really stunning. I really love both of Nova's grandmas. They were just so cute, and I loved how supportive and present they were. I really love the representation in the story. I loved Nova and Tam. I do think their relationship is a little bit insta-lovey, but I do like how they used to be childhood friends, and then Tam went away for a little bit, and now they're back, and they're kind of rekindling this friendship, which eventually turns into more. So this is all the reading that I'm going to do tonight. I'm going to go get ready for bed. I might start a short story from Ghost of the Shadow Market, but we'll see, depending on how long it takes for me to get ready for bed. But I'm going to do that now, and I will talk to y'all soon. Good morning, everyone. So it's about 8 a.m. and I'm getting ready to leave for work pretty soon. To be honest, I probably won't get a lot of reading done today because after work I'm actually going to go see The Lion King with my cousin. And I know earlier in this vlog I said that I don't see movies very often, but I honestly didn't really have a huge interest in seeing The Lion King, but because my cousin asked me and she wanted to go, I was like, sure. And plus today at AMC they have like a discount on tickets, so I'm going to go see that after work. And because the movie is like 2 hours or something, I probably won't get a lot of reading done when I get home. So that's pretty much how my day is going to look like. So it's now Wednesday. I didn't do any vlogging at all yesterday other than the morning, so it's been like 24 hours since I last vlogged. I didn't do any reading at all yesterday. However, I have been listening to the audiobook The Vanishing Stair by Maureen Johnson, and it was an audiobook that I started prior to the reading rush, and I had about 2 hours left when the reading rush started. Today I have like 30 minutes left, so I'm definitely going to be finishing finishing that audiobook today, and unfortunately I'm not enjoying The Vanishing Stair. I originally gave Truly Devious 4 out of 5 stars, but now that I'm thinking back on it, it's more like a 3 out of 5 stars. And going into the second book, I just realized that I don't remember anything from the first book. I tried looking up recaps, but I couldn't find any. There was like an Epic Reads recap video, but no shade to Epic Reads, that video just really wasn't helpful in remembering what happened in the first book. I remember who died, I remembered the ending, but other than that, I don't remember anything in between. And so a lot of the characters that were showing up in The Vanishing Stair, I just don't know who they were. Because I didn't know who they were, I just had no connection or attachment to any of these characters. I didn't care what was happening. I just feel like this overall story is very underwhelming, and I'm probably going to end up giving it a 2 out of 5 stars, unfortunately. But as soon as I got home last night, I ate dinner and then I left my house to go watch The Lion King, and I'm glad to say that I did really enjoy The Lion King. I heard a lot of mixed reviews going into it, so I was a little bit hesitant and wary, but I ended up really enjoying it. I don't even remember the last time I saw The Lion King. Honestly, I don't remember anything about The Lion King, so it was kind of nice going into this live action film not really knowing what the plot was about. I really enjoyed the humor in it, especially when it comes to Timon and Pumbaa. But yeah, I really enjoyed that movie, and if you've seen it, please let me know what you thought of it down below. I am about to head out for work pretty soon. I do have to leave work early around 3:30 because I have a doctor's appointment. It was kind of a last minute thing. So hopefully once I get home, I could finally start Ghosts of the Shadow Market, since I was going to start it yesterday, but then I got home pretty late and I didn't feel like reading as soon as I got home from the movies. Hi everyone, so it's about 6:30 now. I've been home for about an hour and I wanted to do a couple of unboxings because I received some packages. So let's go ahead and get started with that first. The first package that I got is from Trin, my parabatai, who I mentioned in like every single video, but I love her, and if you're not subscribed to her, then definitely check her out. I will have a link to her channel down below, but Trin recently traveled to Vietnam for a couple of weeks and she brought back a book for me, which I'm so excited about. Okay, she has a note that I'm going to read first. Oh, I love her. So when Trin was in Vietnam, she got me Lord of Shadows in Vietnamese, and this just means so much to me, and the note that she included was really funny too. So I love you, Trin. I appreciate you so much. When Trin was in Vietnam last summer, she got me Lady Midnight in Vietnamese, and now I have Lord of Shadows in Vietnamese. Thank you so much, Trin. I love you, and I'm excited to have these books in my collection, all thanks to you. The next package that I have here is from Book of the Month, and it's a really exciting package because I was asked to become a Book of the Month YA affiliate. So I do have an affiliate link down below. Book of the Month YA is a YA book subscription service that costs $15 a month, and every month you get to choose 1 out of 5 YA books that have recently been released. So if you're interested in joining Book of the Month or learning more about their site, I will have my link down below. Definitely check that out. I do receive a commission every time someone signs up using that link, so if you do end up signing up, I just wanted to say thank you. I really appreciate it. But here I have a July Book of the Month, and I'm trying to open it without scissors because I'm too lazy to get up and get my scissors. So let's see if I can open it, and yes, I think I can. Alright. Alright, so there are 2 boxes within the box. So I'm going to open this light one first. And again, I'm trying to do it without scissors because I'm too lazy to grab it. Let's see if it'll work. This won't work, so I'm gonna have to go grab scissors. I'm back with scissors, so I'm gonna cut this open. Alright, let's see what's in here. Oh, okay. This is so cute. So here we have some Bookmoji pins. And there's something in here that's edible, and I'm really excited about that. But here are some Bookmoji pins, and I'm excited to add these to my pin collection. They're super cute. But yeah, I love this. And then the edible thing in here is a Book of the Month cookie. I'm definitely going to be eating this tonight because it looks so delicious, and I love the colors on it too. I'm tempted to take a bite out of it right now, but I'm going to try to take a photo with it first. And the last thing is this package, which will contain the Book of the Month that I chose. Let's see. Alright. So the book is wrapped a little bit, so I'm gonna unwrap that. And the Book of the Month that I chose for July is Wicked Fox by Kat Cho. This is a book that I'm super excited about. It came out late June, and I've been wanting to pick it up since it came out, but now I own a copy of it and I can't wait to read it. This book follows an 18-year-old character who is a gumiho, and that basically means she's a 9-tailed fox. She devours the energy of men in order to survive. One day she witnesses a human boy being attacked by a goblin, and against her instinct she ends up saving this boy, which reveals to him that she is a 9-tailed fox. And by saving this boy, she loses her fox bead, which is something she needs in order to survive. The story sounds super interesting. It also takes place in modern day Seoul. I'm excited. I can't wait to read it, and I'm glad to have a copy of it. So thank you so much again to Book of the Month YA for reaching out to me and asking me to be an affiliate. And if any of you are interested in Book of the Month, you can check out my affiliate link down below. And it only costs $15 a month, which includes shipping, which I think is a really good deal if you like the idea of having a book subscription service, but you don't really care for the additional goodies that like Owl Crate or Uppercase or other YA subscription boxes include. If you're just interested in getting the book, then this YA subscription service is for you because you're presented with 5 options and you get to choose one. You also have the option to skip a month if you're not interested in any of those options that are presented to you. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below or check out the website for more information. I'm super excited to be working with Book of the Month YA, and I can't wait to receive my August box. So earlier today I mentioned that I was listening to the audiobook for The Vanishing Stair, and I did end up finishing that today. I am going to give the book a 2 out of 5 stars. I don't remember anything in the first book, so I really could not get into the story for the most part. So now I'm going to go take a shower, and maybe around 8 o'clock I'll hop into bed and start reading a little bit. So I just added those Bookmoji pins to my pin collection, and I love how it looks. I don't really buy enamel pins, so these are just all the pins that I've gotten over the years at like book conventions and through like pre-order swag, all that stuff. And I also have some pins that I got from school displayed on here as well because I don't know where else to put them. It's almost 9 and I'm in bed and I'm ready to start Ghosts of the Shadow Market, and I'm going to be buddy reading this with Trin. I'm going to try to see if I could finish the first short story. I believe it's like 60 pages. I do want to go to bed around 10, so we'll see how far I can read until that time. So I just finished the first short story in Ghost of the Shadow Market, and I really enjoyed it. It was more of a heartbreaking story just because of what happens towards the end, but the character that this short story focuses on is Matthew Fairchild, who is the son of 2 characters from the Infernal Devices. That's all I'm going to say because I feel like I can't really say much without giving away spoilers, so I'm going to leave it at that. But that's all I'm going to be reading for today, and I'm about to go to bed, so I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Morning everyone. So today is now Thursday, July 25th, which means it's my 22nd birthday, so that's exciting. I do have to leave for work pretty soon, but I'm going to take a half day so I could just come home early and have time to myself because I feel like that's much needed after the past few weeks. It's going to be nice to have a half day because tomorrow is Fridays, and Fridays are always good days because it's like a field trip day. Since I finished The Vanishing Stair, I do have to find a new audiobook to listen to, so I'm going to try to spend some time doing that. Hi everyone. So it's about 2:10 p.m. and I've been home for about 30 minutes now. I left work early today because it's my birthday and I just need some time off. Today was a nice day at work. Some of my coworkers and the students that I worked with created this birthday card for me, and it's so cute and I love it. That was really sweet and thoughtful of them, and I really appreciate it so much. I'm going to start editing my vlog that you're watching right now because I don't want to have to wait till the end of the week where I have like hours upon hours of footage, even though I really haven't been reading that much or even vlogging that much. I think I always say that, but once I import all of my footage onto my computer, I see that I actually have a lot more footage than I was expecting. So I'm going to do that and get a head start on editing the vlog so that I don't post it like 2-3 weeks late. It's almost 8 p.m. I was going to start reading around 7, but then I got distracted on my phone for a little bit. But right now I'm going to continue reading Ghosts of the Shadow Market, and I'm going to continue with the second novella, which is called Every Exquisite Thing. Is it just me, or does this character look like Ruby Rose? I just finished the novella and I really loved it. I loved learning more about Anna's character. Anna is a non-binary character and she's attracted to girls. There's a new character that was introduced in this short story, and I really love seeing her interactions with Anna. I immediately started shipping these 2 characters, and I'm hoping that we see more of them in the last hours. Also, the ending of the novella was just really heartwarming. Anna's parents are so supportive, and the gift that they gave her was so thoughtful, and it really shows that they accepted who she was, and I really loved seeing that. So that's all I'm going to be reading from Ghost of the Shadow Market today. I'm going to go brush my teeth and get ready for bed, and maybe I'll start the 3rd book on my TBR. Hi everyone. So it's now Friday, July 26th. Last night I didn't read anything else after I finished that 2nd story in Ghost of the Shadow Market, but today I'm hoping that I could pick up Written in the Stars by Ayesha Saeed. It's about 7:50 a.m. right now, and I do have to stop by the post office before going to work because I had a couple of school books that I've been trying to sell on Amazon, and they finally sold sold after like many months. So I'm going to stop by the post office to drop those off, and then I'm going to head to work. On Fridays we have field trips, and today we're going to the Garfield Park Conservatory, which is going to be super exciting because I've actually never been there before and I've lived in Chicago my whole life. When I get home, I'm going to meet up with my aunt and uncle around 6 just to get dinner with them because they wanted to get dinner to celebrate my birthday. So that's pretty much my plans for the day, and I will talk to y'all soon. So it's like 9:30 p.m. right now, and I have not read anything all day. I got home around 5:45 p.m. and immediately I went to go get dinner with my aunt because she wanted to take me out for dinner for my birthday, which was super nice of her. I had a really good day today at Garfield Park Conservatory. Right now I'm going to start reading a little bit of Written in the Stars. I'm not going to stay up super late trying to read this. I might read just a chapter or two, and then I'm gonna go to bed. Hi everyone, so it's Saturday now and it's about 12:30 and I'm finally going to start reading for the day. I pretty much spent the morning trying to edit this vlog, but last night I read up to page 22 of Written in the Stars, so I didn't get really far into it, but I'm hoping that I could finish this book today. I do have to leave my house around 4:30 because I'm going to be hanging with some friends as a late birthday celebration, so I'm hoping that I can get through this book today because it is pretty short and I know that I could read through it pretty quickly. So right now I'm going to start reading, and I will definitely update you all as soon as I have some stuff to say. So in Written in the Stars, the main character and her boyfriend are getting ready to go to prom. The main character is not supposed to be dating anyone. She's not supposed to have a boyfriend, so she's doing this very secretively, and I know that they're just going to get caught. But in just 30 pages of witnessing these tiny moments in their relationship, I think they're so cute together, and the love interest was just so thoughtful and caring, and I loved seeing them together. And without spoiling anything that happens in the book, I'm just going to say that I really dislike the main character's uncle right now, and I don't agree with what he's doing. So I made it to chapter 44 of Written in the Stars. I'm on page 212, and I'm actually about to leave my house because I'm about to head to get dinner with my friends and then head to a carnival, so I don't think I'll get any more reading done for the rest of the night. But I'm pretty happy with how far I got into Written in the Stars, and I'm definitely hoping that I could finish it tomorrow. So I'm gonna go out and enjoy my time with my friends, and I will talk to y'all soon. Hi everyone, so it's Sunday now. It's the last day of the reading rush, and I did not get any reading done last night because I was out pretty late. When I was with my friends, I really didn't vlog at all. That just wasn't on my mind, but I do have like a Snapchat clip that I took while we were at a carnival, so I'm just going to insert that. We tried out this restaurant that we haven't been before, and it was a sushi and Thai restaurant. So we had sushi, and then we also ordered pad see ew, which is my favorite Thai dish. We also ordered fried calamari for the appetizer, and that was really good as well. I have this much left of the book, and I'm definitely going to be finishing Written in the Stars today. So I finished Written in the Stars. This is a really heavy and heartbreaking story. I want to give trigger warnings for rape, forced marriage, physical violence, and drugging. During a large portion of the story, I was just so sad and angry for the main character and what she was going through. Forced marriage is something that still happens in our world, and I appreciate that the author brought more awareness to the situation. I'm really glad that I picked this book up this week, and I would give it a 4 out of 5 stars. So now that I finished Mooncakes and Written in the Stars, I have finally completed 4 out of the 7 challenges. So just a recap on all the challenges that I've completed reading a book with purple on the cover, which was Written in the Stars, reading a book in the same spot for the entire time, which was Mooncakes and Written in the Stars, because I don't read in any other place other than my bed. I also finished reading an author's first book because Written in the Stars is a debut novel. And then lastly, reading a book with a non-human main character because in Mooncakes, Tam is a werewolf. So those are 4 challenges that I've already completed. I have 3 more to go. So a little update on Ghost of the Shadow Market. I have read up to the 4th short story. The 3rd short story was called Learn About about loss, and it focuses on brother Zachariah and this iron sister called Sister Amelia. That wasn't my favorite short story. I think I'd give that a 3 out of 5 stars. But then the next one is called A Deeper Love, and that short story focuses on Katerina and Tessa, and I enjoyed that a lot more than the previous one. And so now in the book, the 5th short story is called The Wicked Ones, and that was a novella I've already read prior to Queen of Air and Darkness release. And so I'm just going to go to the next short story, which is called Son of the Dawn. So I just finished the novella Son of the Dawn, and I just wanted to say that Lily Chen does not fail to ever disappoint. She is hilarious, and I just loved all of the names she was coming up with for brother Zachariah. It was just so funny. The next short story is called The Land I Lost, and the one after that is called Through Blood, Through Fire, and I have already read both of them, so I'm just going to skip those two and go to The Lost World, which is the 9th novella in the bind-up. So I have 2 more left and then I'm done, and I definitely think I could read through these 2 novellas before the day ends. I believe these next 2 novellas take place after Queen of Air and Darkness, but I do know that one of them has to do with Kit from the Dark Artifices, so I'm really looking forward to seeing that. Hi everyone, so it's about 9 p.m. I just took a shower. I'm all ready for bed because I have work tomorrow, but I wanted to do a quick recap of all the books that I finished this week, and we're actually going to start with the book that I recently finished, and that was Ghosts of the Shadow Market. I ended up finishing those last 2 novellas, and I really love them because I feel like they're setting up for the Wicked Powers, and I'm super excited for the Wicked Powers. With the last novella in particular, Kit's interactions with Mina was super cute. So overall, I think I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed a lot of the novellas in it. There were a couple I didn't enjoy as much because I felt like there wasn't much in it that kept me engaged, but overall I still really enjoyed this. And then the second book that I finished is Written in the Stars by Aisha Saeed. This was also a 4 out of 5 stars. And then the very first book that I finished was Mooncakes by Suzanne Walker and Wendy Xu, and this was also a 4 out of 5 stars. So this whole week was a 4-star read, and I calculated the total number of pages that I've read, and the total was 894, which I think is pretty good considering that I was working full-time this week, and then there were a few days where I barely did any reading at all. So I did end up completing 6 out of the 7 challenges. So if you participated in the reading rush, let me know how many books you completed or how many pages you've read during that week. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Bye!